Hey, Wies, thanks for submitting these pieces. Yeah, I think you are improving, definitely making some progress. So that's really good. I see that you're making some bolder moves and just I think overall just have a nicer handle on everything. So yeah, I think it's good. Um, this little piece um, is nice because it's simple composition, an opportunity to really play. So don't be afraid on this one to go ahead and dig in with the color and just be a little bit more playful with it, especially in the sky. And even down here, in mine, I kind of added some like scratchy kind of calligraphy down in here in the foreground, which I think is always kind of fun thing to explore. So I would not be afraid to try some stuff like that. And I think this one is very nice, good handle on the values, nice reflection in the water. This is looking good. Just keep thinking thin, thin, thin. Stay as thin as you can for as long as you can. That's always my, I think my best advice to you guys. That I'm wanting to build the whole thing up, all at once rather than finishing off one section at a time. So yeah, I like the foreground here. This is good stuff. Yeah, play with the edges. Don't be afraid of some softer edges. Just dragging some of this sky over the edge here to get a little softer thing going on. You want to make sure, like in this one, the reflection. This is meant to be the reflection of this guy. So you want to make sure the reflections are going to come straight down towards us. See, this right here is the reflection of this, and this is the reflection of this. So you just want to make sure it's coming right towards us. So that's just one thing to think about. Yeah, and this guy, um, what you kind of want to avoid up here in this foliage mass is see all these little sky holes. They're all about the same size and a little bit similar in shape. So you want to mix that up so you don't end up with kind of a pattern like this. And you got a little bit of that going on. So now I kind of try to avoid that and make it, nature has its own innate sort of chaos to it. And it doesn't have that, a pattern repetition as much. So if we want to emulate, nature, need to try to mix it up a little bit. And I would say in this that on the flowers in general here, I want to keep the intensity of the flowers probably in this area up here. And as they come forward, I want a little bit more of a gradation. So this foreground has a little bit more dark to it. So, think about that. So that then, because right now this whole area has about the same all throughout it. Has about the same power. Whereas if you kept the intensity, the real bright, clean color up here, and let some of this be, even some of the spaces in between a little bit darker. I was thinking about the tops of the flowers. So as the flowers are closer, I'm seeing more of the whole flower. But as they go back in space, I'm seeing less and less of the top, right? So, and you kind of did that, and that's good. But so as I get up here, it's getting closer and closer together, and so I'm not really seeing any of the face of the flowers. And you did that. But again, I think that it would be cool if the intensity overall stayed nearest where you want the focal point to be in your piece. That's what I'm always trying to do with my stuff. And this one, I like these foliage masses pretty well here, and I like the sky. I like this background shape, and I like this one. This one has a little bit more of what I was talking about. So let me get a different color here. So yeah, I'm seeing more of the face of the flower, and as I go back, you know, a little bit less, until now, as you know, they're all kind of smushed together as I get back here. And I think that's good. So I think this one's a little bit more successful in that regard. You could still stand a few more. I like you've got a few darks in here. You could go for even a few more, I think. But I think overall this one's really satisfying and really successful. So that's cool. It's good. Really good. Okay, what else? Is that the last one? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, I hope some of this helps a little bit. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Just keep at it. Just keep playing with the materials. I see that you're on the color fix. That's cool. Try some of the other papers. If you haven't tried pastel matte, I don't know where you're located, so maybe you might be limited on some of the materials you can get, which I know can be a struggle and kind of frustrating. But yeah, if you can get a hold of a couple different brands, I really recommend it because you know you just never know what you're really gonna like. All right, Wies, thanks for submitting, and again, let me know if I can do anything else for you. All right, bye-bye.